Why do we sneeze? Sneezing is a completely natural reflex that humans and many animals like dogs and cats do. While it's partly true that we sneeze to expel irritating substances or excess mucus from the nose, there's actually more going on in the background. Scientists consider sneezing, whose medical term is sternutation, a reflex behavior. When irritating particles such as dust, animal dander, microbes, or pollen enter the nose, the brain sends a signal to expel them. This same signal is also triggered when there's excess mucus buildup, as happens during a cold. The process works like this. The body takes a deep breath to fill the lungs, briefly holds the air, then contracts the chest muscles to build pressure. The tongue presses against the roof of the mouth, and then the air is explosively released through the nose at high speed, what we commonly call a sneeze. This is the short and accurate answer to why do we sneeze? However, a 2012 study published in the FASEB Journal showed that the mechanism is a bit more complex. It all revolves around tiny hair-like structures called cilia. Cilia are microscopic, hair-like projections that line the inside of the nose and sinuses. A research team from the University of Pennsylvania created an artificial mini nose in the lab. They took nasal cells from healthy adults and grew them in an incubator for several weeks until they formed tissue resembling the sinus lining, complete with cilia. To simulate a sneeze, they blew a strong burst of air across this tissue. Under the microscope, they observed that the cilia, which normally look somewhat like scattered dog hair, suddenly began beating very rapidly. Remarkably, even after the simulated sneeze, the cilia continued their rapid forward and backward movement for several minutes. The question is, why did they keep moving for so long after the irritants should have already been cleared? According to the scientists, the cilia act like a broom, not only sweeping out the dirty particles, but essentially resetting the entire nasal environment. Just as computers sometimes need to be restarted, biologists believe the nose also requires occasional reboots to function optimally. These persistent cilia movements may serve as that biological reset button.